Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your yoga for strength training session this morning. My name is Amy. I am the managing editor at Women's Health and also a qualified yoga instructor. So today's class is all about building strength throughout the whole body. So we will be doing a series of different postures, sequences on the floor, sequences standing. We will have some dedicated water breaks through the class. You may see some cats popping in and out of the video because we are doing this from home. So try not to just sip a lot of water. Part of the yoga practice is that we do practice on an empty stomach, and sometimes having too much water can make you feel a bit queasy in some of the postures. So we will have 3 dedicated water breaks throughout the session. And then just be mindful also of your body, just going with what your body is allowing you to do this morning. I will show some variations within some of the postures. We're going to begin with a warm-up sequence of 3 rounds of Sun Salutation B, before moving into the rest of our flow today. Also, always be mindful within your yoga practice, you should never experience any kind of searing pain. If you do, just stop what you're doing, be mindful of how your body is feeling, and just slow down, step back away from the posture. We also have to have fun today. So if you fall out of some of the postures, don't worry, keep trying. And because we will be focusing on balance as well. So that's good for strengthening the core, of course, and our feet and our legs. So just have fun with me today and let's get started. So you don't need any props really for this session. If you want to have just a little cushion, if your knees are sensitive, we will be spending some time with our knees down onto the mat. And please make sure that you have got some water with you, because it is going to get sweaty and we might definitely need those sips of water in between. So for the first round of Sun Salutation B, I'm going to go through quite slowly, and then we'll do 2 more rounds a little bit faster. So just go with what the body is allowing you today, and let's have some fun. So we begin with our Sun Salutation B. Let me just adjust my camera ever so slightly so you can see me properly. So we begin at the top of our mats, standing. Hands press into the chest, and now we're not just standing, we're lifting up the kneecaps, strengthening the thighs. So throughout the whole practice today, we're focusing on really strong postures, creating strong bodies. So hands pressed together at the chest. We inhale, high mountain. We exhale to forward fold. So we're reaching for the mat or the toes. It doesn't matter if you can't touch your toes. We're just working with opening the hamstrings for now. So perhaps the back of your legs are a little bit tight this morning. So let's just spend a few moments here just pedaling out the legs. Nearly forgot to start my watch. From here, we inhale, halfway lift. So straight spines, hands on your shins. And as we exhale, we go into our first chaturanga of the day. So planting the hands on the mat, step 1 foot back and then the other. So you're in a high plank. Lower yourself until you're parallel to the mat. And then inhale, rolling over the toes for upward facing dog. So the knees are lifted, the thighs are lifted. And as you exhale, roll over the toes again, downward facing dog. So just taking a moment here to bend one knee at a time as we open up the hamstrings. And then finding a stillness. As we inhale, we come up for our Warrior 1. So Warrior 1 posture, legs aren't as wide as Warrior 2. Front foot is facing forward. The back foot is out at 45-degree angle. So just take some time to feel the posture out for your first round. The feet are also on 2 separate tracks. They're not in line with one another. So right foot on the right side of the mat, left foot to the left side of the mat. Now we really bend into that stretch, so we're trying to bring the pelvis close down to the floor, knee above the ankle. We're working at getting this thigh closer to 90 degrees to the mat, and we lift our hands up towards the ceiling. As we exhale, we sweep our hands down, step the right foot back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale for Warrior 1, opposite sides. The left foot comes forward. Let's just check our positioning on the opposite side. Make sure that your feet are on different tracks again. The back foot is out at a 45-degree angle. Front foot facing forward. We lift our hands up towards the ceiling. And we exhale, sweep that foot back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. As we inhale now, we step to the top of the mat. Don't come all the way up yet. We're in chair pose. So lifting the hands up towards the ceiling, begin to sit back down into the chair. And we hold here for 3 breaths today. Exhale to release into your forward fold. Inhale to come up high mountain. And exhale, hands to heart center. So that is round 1. We're going to do 2 more rounds of that. I'm already feeling like I'm starting to sweat a little bit. So we are warming up the body through this process. The next 2 rounds we'll do a little bit quicker. Let's begin. Inhale, hands high mountain towards the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, warrior 1, opposite side. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Chair pose. Relax the shoulders away from your ears and see if you can tease the toes off the mat. You must be able to see the toes. Just lift them up slightly. And let's exhale, forward fold. Inhale to come up high mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do our 3rd and last round for our warm-up. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. If you are struggling with the chaturanga, you can come down to your knees and do an assisted chaturanga like this. As you roll up, upward facing dog, make sure that your knees are lifted up off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, warrior 1, right side. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, warrior 1, left side. Exhale to sweep the hands down. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step or jump to the top of the mat. Chair pose. So just a front face view. We relax the shoulders away from the ears. Sit down into that chair. Palms are facing one another. Lift the toes if you can. And exhale, forward fold to release. Inhale to come up high mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful work, everyone. Come down onto the mat. We're going into our child's pose now. So you should be feeling nice and warm. Feel the heart rate going a little bit. We're going to just move into our resting posture for a few rounds of breath. So this is a posture that you can return to at any point in the practice. The toes are touching at the back. Knees are spread out to either edge of the mat, so wider than hip width apart. And as we sit down onto the heels first, we try and keep this connection of the sit bones to the heels. First, begin to come down onto the forearms. You're welcome to stay here. If you would like to take the stretch a little deeper, you bring the forehead to the mat, extend the hands out in front. So this is your resting posture. If at any point you would like to take a break in the class, please come down into this posture, because even though it is restful, it is still really good for the spine. We're opening the hips and the groin area, so it is still an active resting posture. From here, come up onto your fingertips. So we're creating a deeper stretch for the upper back. And on your next exhale, begin to walk the hands back to your mat. If you see the cats running around, they also love the yoga mat, so they may be coming into the class. Now let's meet into our tabletop position. So just to make sure that your tabletop is set up correctly, the knees are directly beneath the hips, 2 fists apart, so place the fists between the knees to create the measurement. Hands are directly beneath the shoulders, fingers spread nice and wide on the mat. We're going to be doing a few different exercises in our tabletop position, so do make sure that you have some space around you, that you can extend your hand towards the front, and that you can extend your foot all the way back. So just make sure that you've got that space around you. We're going to begin with 10 rounds of cat and cow. So this is great for mobilizing the spine, and we'll be using this through more of our workouts into the class. So let's inhale for cow. So we drop the belly, stick the bum out, then begin to lift the head, looking up, opening the heart space and the throat. As we exhale, we tilt the pelvis inwards, look towards the belly button. Inhale, inhale, cow. So sticking out the bum, you can imagine that you've got a Pilates ball on your back and you're trying to balance that. Looking up ahead, gazing towards the ceiling. Exhale now for cat, rounding the spine, looking towards the belly button. Imagine that Pilates ball is beneath you and you're trying to round around it. Inhale for cow, dropping the belly, sticking the bum out, gazing up towards the ceiling. Exhale, cat, round the spine, press into the mat with the hands. You want to press your spine as high up as possible. Looking at the belly button. Inhale, cow, sticking the bum out. Imagine that you can press the bum against the wall behind you. Gazing up towards the ceiling. Exhale for cat, rounding the spine, pressing into the mat. Inhale for cow. Our last cow, looking up towards the ceiling. And exhale, our last cat, rounding the spine, pressing into the mat. Beautiful work, everyone. Now, with the postures we've just done, we're going to add some kicks, 10 on each side. So we're going to begin with the right side and then move on to the left. So let's begin. As we inhale, like we're going to come up for cow, we're going to extend and kick back. As we exhale, we crunch like a cat and we break our knee forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's move on to the left leg. So remember, we begin on the inhale, looking up for cow. Exhale to crunch the knee in for cat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful work, everyone. Now focus that attention still onto that left leg. We're going to lift it and extend it backwards. So we come into an assisted side plank with the right knee down on the mat still. As we inhale, we lift the hand up to the top, so we're creating a lovely straight line from the top hand to the bottom. And we lift, once we feel that stability on the bottom leg, we lift the left leg up to create a nice straight line. Now we hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we pulse without touching the mat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring that foot down as we exhale, release the arm and knee back into your tabletop position. What we do on one side, we must always do on the other. So now we take the right foot, extend it out to the side. We open up. The opposite hand is now in the air. The opposite leg is now on the mat. Remember, we're creating that straight line from hand to hand. And when you are stable, lift that leg and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's begin our pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Exhale, release everything down to the mat. Beautiful work, everyone. Now back into our tabletop position. We're going to start with extending the right hand forward and the left leg backwards. So again, just make sure you've got enough space around you. So as we inhale, we lift, right hand, extend, left foot. From here, we're going to sweep the hand around. So keeping the position of the foot where it is, we exhale to sweep the hand, reach for the thighs. Inhale, sweep forward. Exhale 2. Exhale 3. Exhale 4. Exhale 5. Exhale 6. Exhale 7. Exhale 8. Exhale 9. Exhale 10. Reach forward now. Crunch. For 1, we're rounding our spine like the cat. And we inhale to reach out. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. We reach our hand around. Bring that ankle to meet the bum and begin to kick back gently. Lift the chest. We're just holding here for 3 more breaths. You can do this. And exhale to release. Beautiful work, everyone. Let's move to the left side. Left hand first. Raising the hand. Extending the right foot behind. When you're ready, we begin our sweeps. 1. Inhale to come forward. Exhale to come back. 2. Inhale to come forward. Exhale to come back. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Now we begin our extension and crunches. So crunch 1, the back is in that cat-like position. Inhale, extend forward. 2, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5, inhale, exhale 6, inhale, exhale 7, inhale, exhale 8, inhale, exhale 9, inhale, exhale 10. And don't forget, we've got to reach now for our kick. So bring that arm around, hold onto the foot, and begin to kick, kick, kick. Looking forward, here for 3 breaths. 1, 2, and 3. And now release everything down to the mat. It's nearly time for our water break. We just have a couple more things to do. All right, so now we're moving into our full side plank. So we can begin to bring that left foot behind And we rotate to the side just like we did before. Now, you're welcome to stay here, but if you'd like to move into the full side plank, we come up, resting onto both feet, and we thread the needle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And exhale to release. Let's move over to the opposite side. So extending the opposite leg back first, coming up into your assisted side plank. You're welcome to stay here. If you'd like to do the full expression, come into the full side plank, and we begin to thread our needle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And exhale to come back down into your tabletop. We're going to do 10 rounds of what I call a plank down dog flow, and then it is our water break. So normally in a yoga class with Vinyasa, for example, we break up our postures with chaturanga. This is a similar kind of flow, except we're not coming down into chaturanga. We go from a high plank into a down dog to lift the toes, sit back, and back into high plank. So I'll demonstrate the first one. So from our high plank, we exhale, down dog. Inhale, up on the toes. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, come forward, high plank. So let's do 10. Exhale, lift the toes, sit back down, high plank. 9. Down dog, lift the toes, sit back, high plank. 8. Lift the toes, sit back, come forward, high plank. 7. Lift the toes, sit back, come forward. 6. Lift the toes, sit back, high plank, down dog. 5. Lift the toes, sit back, high plank, down dog. 4. Lift the toes, sit back, high plank, down dog. 3 to go. Lift the toes, sit back, high plank, down dog. 2 left. Lift the toes, or lift the ankles, sit back, reach forward, high plank, exhale, down dog. 1. So come up onto the toes, sit back, high plank, down dog. And you have finished. So let's all take a sip of water together. If you're like me, you should be really feeling the sweat and the cardio part of our yoga session. So well done, everyone. This is the more like cardio part of the class. From here, we're going to move into what I call our leg day section of the class. So we're going to be doing a lot of leg work for the quads, particularly. And like I said earlier, if you fall out, you come back in, just keep trying. We're here to have some fun and learn and explore our bodies. So once you've had a sip of water, let's all meet in a standing posture, the top of our mats. So we're going to do 3 variations of a chair pose, which is common in a Bikram warm-up. So for the first one, feet are hip width apart. We lift the arms now. Now until I say we drop the arms, we do not drop the arms. So we keep the arms up the whole time, even when we're changing postures. So for our first chair pose, we exhale, sit into the chair. So imagine there's an imaginary chair behind you, and we're just trying to sit our hips down into that chair. Our arms are completely parallel to the mat. Just take Then I time us here. We're here for 25 more seconds. So just keep holding. Try and sit down a little bit deeper. Focus on the feet as well. So you should be able to see the toes. Lift the toes up if you can. Concentrate on your breathing to help you through the posture. Try and sit down a little deeper. And we can inhale to come up. Do not release the arms. Now for our second variation in chair pose, we're going to begin by coming up onto the toes. So if you want to just take a couple bounces here, just feeling out the feet. Once you can stand up on your toes, we begin to sit back down. So very slowly, and I will time us here, bend the knees, here we go. The ankles are high up off the mat, slowly sitting down until we're near parallel to the bottom. Should feel the quads working quite hard. Keep those ankles high, keep the arms parallel to the mat, we're not dropping them. We only have 5 seconds left, you can do it. And inhale, come up. Exhale, release the feet. Do not release the arms. Should feel the burn in the arms now. For our third chair pose, we bring the knees together, so like a knock knee position. The feet are still hip width apart. And as we exhale, sit down. Slowly, slowly, until the thighs are parallel to the mat. We're not sinking into the seat, we're still hips up. The hips must never go below the knees. Hips up, hips up. 3, 2, 1. And inhale, come up. Exhale, now you can release the arms. Beautiful work, everyone. Let's just take a moment here to breathe and reset. I can feel my sweat dripping. So this is definitely working for me. Now we're going to move into our eagle posture, or what some of you may call like a pretzel. We begin first by bending the knees again. This helps us get into the posture. So we're going to start with the right foot flat on the ground. This is going to be our standing leg. As we inhale, we lift the left leg. First, find that connection between the thighs. Compress them. Then wrap the leg behind you. If you can, try and get the toes to come around to the side. If not, just leave the leg, the foot pressing at the back. The idea is you want the compression of the thighs. Now, once you've got your feet, hands up. The leg that's on the top is the arm that comes down. So left arm under, right arm over. Palms to touch or back of the hands to touch, or you can hold onto opposite shoulders if you can't reach for the palms. And we are here for, whoa. Don't look at your watch while you're in the posture. Okay, I will just count us. We're here for another 15 seconds. So let's do this together. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unravel, release, come down. Let's just lift and bend one knee at a time to release into the posture. It really helps if you can find a focal point to concentrate on, about 1 meter or 1.5 meters in front of you to maintain that balance. Now we begin left leg grounded into the mat. Bend the knees first. Right leg up, round. Right arm under, left arm over. And we have for 20 seconds. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, sit a little bit deeper, 5, 4, sit more, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Exhale to release. Well done, everyone. It's time for our second water break. So practicing the balancing posture is also great for strengthening the legs and the feet. We don't always remember to exercise our feet. So you may find that your foot begins to wobble and that you're constantly playing with tension from the toes to the ankle. That's the foot really working hard to keep you balanced. It's very good exercise. So we're going to move into a series of standing postures. But before we do that, we're resetting with 10 more rounds of our plank dog flow that I showed you earlier. So let's begin to set up with that again. So once you've had your sip of water, let's meet in our tabletop position. We curl the toes, lift the knees, down dog, and let's begin. So 1, up onto the toes, exhale to sit, inhale high plank, exhale downward dog. 2, inhale up onto the toes, exhale to sit, inhale high plank, exhale downward dog. 3, up onto the toes, exhale sit back, inhale high plank, exhale downward dog. 4, inhale the toes, exhale sit back, inhale high plank, exhale downward dog. 5, inhale on the toes, exhale sit back, inhale high plank, exhale down dog. 6, inhale up on the toes, exhale sit back, inhale high plank, exhale down dog. Inhale up on the toes, exhale sit back. This is 7, inhale high plank, exhale down dog. This is 8, inhale up on the toes, exhale sit back, inhale high plank, exhale down dog. 9, inhale up on the toes, exhale sit back, inhale high plank, exhale down dog. Last one, 10, inhale up on the toes, exhale sit back, inhale high plank, exhale down dog. Beautiful work, everyone. We're now going to move into 4 standing postures. We're going through tree, sugar cane, half moon, and dances. So obviously left and right side. Beginning with tree, just to help us slow the breath down. We're going to start with the left leg standing on the ground, right leg will lift. So I'll show you the variations first, and then you can work with how your body is feeling this morning and what it's offering you. So we begin, the first is to bring the foot and press it against the calf muscle. You're welcome to stay here. It's all about balancing, so it doesn't matter if you can't bring your foot up to the top. If you would like to try the second version, bring the foot up to the inside of the thigh. You never press the foot against the knee. So it's either the calf or the thigh, not in the middle. If you'd like to try the third variation, you bring the foot up and into the pelvis, only if you experience no pain in the knee. If the knee is beginning to hurt, please go back to variation 2. You're welcome to hold the foot here or bring the hands together at heart center. And we're going to hold for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wherever you are, begin to release the foot and give that leg a little shake, shake, shake. Maybe bend the knee a couple times up and down before finding stillness. Now that right leg is the standing strong leg. So when I say strong, the kneecaps lifted, the thighs engaged. So you should really feel that strong thigh muscle. Now we begin lifting the left calf. If you'd like to try the inner thigh, and if you would like to try bring it into the pelvis, also be mindful that one side of the body may feel different to the other. Perhaps on one side you can do one variation that the other doesn't call for. So just be mindful of what your body needs. And we begin, hands to heart center, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Now release that leg. Give it a little shake, shake, shake. You should have felt your heart rate calm down now. We're now going to move into our sugar cane pose. So standing at the top of your mat, the left leg is on the mat. So whatever the opposite leg was, we're going to switch that around. So grab hold of the right foot from the inside. So you're grabbing the inside of the right foot and you're keeping that foot close to the heel. For sugar cane pose, we're going to begin to bend down so you don't release the leg, you just reach for the mat. And we're here for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, gently come up. Exhale to release the foot. Take a moment to reset the breath. Remember that if you find that focal point in front of you, it helps you to maintain your balance. Now we move on to the opposite side. Grabbing the foot. We begin to forward bend. Reaching for the mat. Some of you may touch the mat. And let's count down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Inhale, come up. Exhale to release the foot. I hope you're having fun balancing in these postures. Just remember, if you fall out, it doesn't matter. We come back in, we keep trying. We're having fun and playing around. So now we move into our half moon, our vinyasa half moon. So to begin, we're going to be on our opposite leg again. So whatever the opposite leg was that you started with now. Now for half moon, and then we lift the hand, opposite hand up towards the ceiling. At the same time, we're lifting that back leg, trying to keep it straight. So let's go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. See if you can tease the fingers off the mat if they're resting on the mat. So you're just balancing on the foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful work, everyone. Let's go over onto the other side. Take a moment to reset the breath. Now, our half moon on the opposite side. So again, just make sure you've got space for the legs. So kicking that back foot up, reaching the top hand towards the ceiling. Let's go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Tease the hands off the mat if you can. 5, 4, 3. Open the chest up to the side. 2, 1. And beautiful work. We've got one more balancing posture left. So again, just take a moment to reset the breath before we move into our dancer variation. So dance is known to be quite a cardio posture as well in yoga. So if your heart begins to beat a little bit faster, it's completely normal. Again, if you fall out, just keep trying. So we're going to begin with our or the opposite leg, whatever way you've been doing, but you grab the inside of the foot. We lift the opposite hand up to the ceiling first, and as we exhale, we begin to bend forward and kick backwards at the same time. So kick, 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 reach, reach, reach with the hand, and we're here for 18 more, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, can you kick more? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to come up, exhale to release. Take one round of breath to reset. And we go to the opposite side, reaching for the inside of the opposite foot. Inhaling as we lift the hand up, and as we exhale, we tip forward, we kick backwards and reach forward with the hand. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, reach, 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 reach and kick. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, kick, kick, kick. 3, reach, reach, reach. 2, 1. Beautiful. Well done, everyone. It's now time for another water break before we move on to the floor. Beautiful work. Let's begin now by lying down on the mat. We're going to do a couple rounds of bridge. So just find your comfortable spot on the mat. The feet are pressed down onto the mat, knees up towards the ceiling. You should be able to pull spine off the mat until we create that straight line from the knees down to the shoulders, and we hold. You can roll the shoulders beneath you slightly. 10, 9, 8, 7, squeeze the glutes tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale, very gently begin to release back down to the mat. We're going to do 10 pulses now. So do them mindfully, not too fast. Exhale to release. Inhale, squeeze the glute. 3. Exhale to release. 4. Exhale. 5. 6. Squeeze at the top. 7. Squeeze. 8. 9. 10, and gently release down to the mat. Now for our last exercise here, we're going to do a leg extension with 10 pulses on each side. So just begin to lift your right leg first, and we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, release back down, bring the leg back down, foot onto the mat. As we inhale, we lift the opposite leg up, and we begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful work, everyone. Bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a lovely little squeeze. Thank your body for its hard work you've done today. We're now just going to go into a short cool down. So just squeeze those legs. Place them down onto the mat. Lifting the right foot up. Let's get into that figure 4 position with the legs. Reach through. Hold onto that shin. Just for a nice thigh and glute stretch. Exhale to release. Plant the foot. Let's do the other side. Reaching through, holding onto that shin, stretching. That was a great workout today. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I'll be doing more of a cool down. You can do any of the restorative practices to also help you cool down, or restorative part 2 shows a nice cool down. So I hope you enjoyed the rest of the day and have a great new week.